This is Between Hook Sets. I'm Chase and Walter from In Through the Outdoors with my partner in slime, Kurt Underhill from the fishing crew. Yeehaw.
What's going on, buddy?
I don't know. I'm sick of the heat. I've had enough of that.
Melting over there?
Yeah, wow. I don't think it's been that warm. 100 yesterday, 94, 95 today. You guys had it warmer, didn't you?
Yeah, I think Monday had a heat index of 117.
Whew.
It was nasty. And you go outside, like every morning, it felt like it rained because there's so much humidity in the air and foggy. And we went out to eat the other night, Monday night. I got out of my truck and literally, like, my glasses completely fogged over. I couldn't see. So, yeah, it's not been fun.
Yeah, not even close to fun. I'm not much on heat anyway. I am not one to enjoy it. I did spend some time out on the lake in knee-deep water metal detecting. I did find a gold ring today with like a ruby or something, but I don't know that it's real. But I started finding jewelry, and that's got me kind of excited. And
it's not usually gets cold right before dove season starts.
Right.
And now it's staying. I mean, probably going to melt them. They're probably just going to melt out of the sky right now.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it. I'd hate to be a goose or a duck. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
I'd rather be up at 30,000 feet where it's a lot cooler than down here. Even the water depends on the lake. I was on one lake yesterday and it was cold. The water was actually cold. The lake I was on today was hot and it was just worthless.
Not fun.
No, not at all. I'm trying to get my pointing thing down. See, I point here, but I'm pointing over there. So there, right? Look at that. You can see the guns in the background. See, I got to go this way. I'm starting to get ready. I've got a new Tika 300. I don't know that that's really great for coyotes or not, but the 25-06, yes, sirree, Bob. So can't wait to, I think I might put a burris or something on that. I'm not quite sure where to go there, but Chad Kiel is with us. We're going to talk coyotes today. I think that's kind of the fun thing. We're skipping past the fishing. Not that things are in a lull right now, but we are kind of in a lull. And there are a lot of people that are looking forward to cooler weather. And a lot of the fishing guys are talking ice fishing. And I don't want to talk about that right now. Well, for a minute there, we ended up losing Kurt and Chad Kiel with the Predator Hunters Association. And they've got a schedule coming up with plenty of activity, and we'll pop it up when they come back again. But just give you an idea here of what's shaking. The reason that we've got Chad on the program tonight is because of the September 22nd, 23rd, the youth mentored hunt at the outpost north of Pier. And once we get the guys back, we'll go back to video and we'll have Chad talk about that. If we luck out and get him back, if we don't get him back, well, then I guess it's just going to be a short show tonight. You'll see the December 9th and 10th Randy Rohde Memorial. I always talk to Chad about that and make sure that we've got an episode of In Through the Outdoors that deals with the Randy Rohde Memorial coyote hunt. And then in February, the second annual Coyote Cup. So I think Kurt's coming back. We may be able to get them back on. And hello.
Yeah, Chad broke the camera, man.
Yeah, that's all right. Somebody's got to break it. Usually it's me that breaks it, but I'm just going to go back where I left off when you guys came back. I was just running through the schedule for the Predator Hunter Association and said, when we come back, I will make sure that Chad tells us all about it. So Chad, talk about this September hunt coming up.
So it's a youth mentor hunt. So what I've done in years past is I invite 25 of the area's best coyote hunters to take kids out and mentor them coyote hunting. That being said, the kids are the only ones able to run a gun. And then the adult or the mentor that's with them, they're there to strictly call coyotes and show the kids how to correctly call coyotes.
Okay, so it's kind of would you call it kind of an elite invite only type of thing then?
Well, I'm not full yet. If anybody listening here really wants to do it, give us a call, and I'll get you down. If you have a
and I would guess the best way to get a hold of you would be just go to like the website, Predator Hunter Association website, or the Facebook
Yep.
page.
Yep. And then my phone number's on there also. So.
Okay.
Yeah, like I said, Chad said, if we don't fill it up, if somebody's got a dad and son team or something like that wants to come out, that's perfectly okay. We're trying to get these kids out with some good hunters and give kids that don't have the opportunity to go out and try it a chance to try it.
And if you have a kid that really wants to do it, I have a couple hunters that I know they said they don't have a kid yet. So, I mean, if you have a kid that really wants to go do it, give us a call. We'll get them on the list.
That's a great idea. That's fantastic. So talk about the mentor program a little bit there, because you guys are knee deep in it. It's changed a little bit since my kid was 10. Now I believe you can mentor a kid. Doesn't really matter what age it is, as long as you're an adult and you have confidence in that child's ability to shoot a gun.
Yeah, that's correct. They took the age limit off of it. So.
Well, I think I got a little bit nervous when I read that the first time. I thought, okay, so a 4-year-old, but then again, if a dad's got a 4-year-old that's going to shoot, he knows darn well that the 4-year-old can pull the trigger on a 22 or maybe even a 22 250 if they're out shooting some of the, well, whether it's fox or coyote or whatever it happens to be. So, what if we've got some new shooters out there or folks that are thinking about mentoring, what's a good caliber gun to use for coyotes in a situation like this?
Oh, this early season coyotes, I mean, they'll be calling in a lot of younger coyotes, this year's pups and stuff. 223, 22 250, 243. Those would be kind of your main calibers to use. Some of them are good calibers all year. I mean, the 223, you're, in my opinion, limited on distance a little bit, but these kids shouldn't be having to shoot much for distance.
And the reason that the hunts in September is because, to bring these pups in, these pups are not as educated as some of these older dogs. So we want to put these kids in front of the coyotes is kind of the point behind it. Because when you get into December, January, February, or like our coyote cup last year in March, they were educated dogs.
Mm-hmm.
So the calling, are you mechanically calling or will you be calling by hand? How are you going to do that?
It'll be various. Some guys will be using the e-call. Some will be using hand calls, mouth calls. Some will be using it all. I mean, there are some guys that are strictly e-callers, some guys that are, hand callers, and a little old school. I used to be that guy. Now I'm the guy that uses everything.
And for those that are thinking about it, the adult needs to be licensed. The child being mentored does not.
No. And we do have an age limit on our kids. They have to be 15 and under. So, because after 16, they could legally go hunt by themselves. So we'll do 15 and under for mentoring.
Yeah, I think it's interesting. I think it's a great concept. And the Predator Hunter Association is brand new. It's something you guys started last year. And I think it's something that obviously is so new that a lot of people don't know about it. So this is a great opportunity to kind of explain that a little bit too.
Yeah, and that's part of our mission too, is to further the future of hunting and predator hunting. And the only way to do that is to get the youth involved. And so that's a huge part of our mission.
The idea behind it is to bring, level. There's a lot of coyote hunts out there. They all kind of ran different. Not bad anything about any of them, but we wanted to kind of bring my expertise as running fishing tournaments and Chad's expertise of running and coyote hunting into one arena and give people the ability to come across a bigger stage and try to promote this and try to educate people on coyote hunting, try to educate and continue the future of the coyote hunting world. Because if we don't take these kids out, one day they're not going to do it.
Right. And we need the population control. We probably need as many coyote hunters in the state of South Dakota as possible.
Yeah, we'll never probably, Jack can answer that better than I could, but from learning from Chad over the last couple of years, I don't think we'll ever eradicate these things.
No.
I mean, these guys were out here going up in helicopters shooting, 60, 70 in an hour or two, and then go back up 2 weeks later to fly the same stuff and do it again.
Wow. Yeah, it's unbelievable. Now you talk about making things a little bit more like a fishing tournament. Well, I've got this picture and I chose this one for a reason because it looks like you're actually weighing the coyotes. So
Yep.
this is a system built on weight, not just numbers.
Well, it goes by numbers originally. So if you killed, let's just say that tournament, the winning team killed 11. The next team had 10. So obviously 11 beat 10. But if we have to have a tiebreaker, we go by weight.
Okay.
And then we also have in other contests, we have big dog, little dog, where you have to have the weights registered for those too. So.
And talk about go ahead, Kurt.
One of the terms I helped Chad with before we kind of started this, I think first place had 10 dogs, second, third, and fourth all had like 9 dogs apiece. So it all broke down to weight after that.
Okay. So now let's talk about the Randy Rohde Memorial Tournament that comes up in December. That's been kind of a record breaker for, I think, the last 2 years, hasn't it? You've done better and better each year.
Yeah, coyotes brought in, that's for sure. 2 years ago, we had the highest number we've ever had. I don't have that number. It's 106, I believe.
And that's kind of that, going to Randy Rohde a little bit and why it's Randy Memorial. That's kind of completely different. It's kind of like because of the meanings behind it. So talk about why you started it and who Randy was for people that don't know.
Randy Rohde was a state trapper in South Dakota for a lot of years. Randy also, he was one of the guys that kind of pioneered using decoy dogs in the state of South Dakota. And in that tournament, which we don't usually allow in our other tournaments, but this tournament, being the time of year, we allow, if a team wants to use a decoy dog, they can. And that's, more in memory of Randy. And it really doesn't give a team like a huge advantage to have a decoy dog at that time of year. Decoy dogs usually work better in your April, March time frame. But yeah, Randy was huge in the predator hunting world around South Dakota. He went out and he did a lot of youth involvement activities with GFP, 4-H shooting groups and stuff. And so putting on the contest in his memory was a way for us to remember Randy for one, and then it was a way for us also to raise some money in memory of him that we end up giving all the proceeds to that tournament go to area youth outdoor shooting and hunting groups. So
yeah, I think that's fantastic that you give back to the kids. You're always it seems like you're giving back, always helping out, always have the kids in mind, and that's fantastic. And here again, the schedule, September 22nd and 23rd is that youth mentored hunt. That's at the Outpost Lodge north of Pier, and then Randy Rohde in December, and then the second annual Coyote Cup or Coyote Cup, February 9th through the 10th. So we'll obviously talk more about Randy Rohde and the February contest as well. But if people are wanting to be a part of this youth mentor hunt, again, they can check you out at the website or get the contact information from the website and the Facebook page.
Yep.
And for those that are wondering, again, it is the Predator Hunter Association. And banner's pretty easy to find. If you Google it, you will run into it, no doubt, on the Google machine or on Facebook. So pretty simple to find.
Yep.
Awesome. Well, I think it's been kind of fun talking coyotes. I need to go put batteries in my antenna dealie here and get my flex all going and see if I can't catch the neighbor kids running through the backyard.
Before I really get serious on coyotes.
Hey, it's been great to have you, Chad. Thank you very much. Absolutely appreciate it. It's been great that you're hanging out. And you want to talk about between hook sets. We really went between this time. Usually we're fishing between hook sets, but this time we went coyote hunting, and it's been a lot of fun. Thank you very much, Chad Kiel.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah.